Hello everybody, welcome back to the Ssoups channel. It has been a while, but NBA free agency is here. It's the most exciting time for the NBA fans, and as a Pacers fan, there's going to be stuff that's happening. So I'm going to go over what is most likely possible for the Pacers to do. Also, remember, drop a like, subscribe. I'm back. I'm going to be doing stuff. So, yeah, let's get into the video. So, first, what are the Pacers going to do? What should they do? The first thing they need to do is get Tyrese Halliburton on a new deal. Sign the contract extension now. Trust me, you won't regret it. It is the obvious, first thing. If we could do that before, that'd be great. We probably won't. We'll probably do that later, but that is like number one priority for me is get that deal done. Get him a contract extension. We need to keep him. He's our best player. Keep him on the team for as long as possible. But now getting into the free agency targets. Actually, before we get into the free agency targets, I just want to say the Pacers are making a trade. I know during the draft, I thought we were going to do it. We didn't. This time, trust me. Trust me, the Pacers are going to make a trade for a veteran wing player. It might be OG Anunoby. However, I'm going to be honest with you. As a Pacers fan, I will be happy and angry at the same time if we get him because we should have drafted him. We drafted TJ Leaf. I think he's playing in China or like Japan. I don't know. Nope. Nobody knows who TJ Leaf is. And we drafted him. Oh, gosh, it hurts. I assume OG Anunoby, he would be a really, really good addition to this team. I would love him on this team. I think it'd be perfect. And also, his asking price is absolutely ridiculous. I've heard 3 first-round pick. I'm sorry. If we trade 3 first-round picks unprotected for OG Anunoby and 3 players, we're getting ripped off no matter how good he does. Unless he becomes an All-NBA second first-team player, which won't happen, we're just going to get ripped off in that deal, and I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I think that's a waste. I think we're completely wasting our time if they're going to ask for such a high price for OG. And they keep asking for a high price. We have to overpay to get him. And right now, I don't want to overpay and give up too much young talent and our future when we don't really know how good of a team we have. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, the trade is something else. Now, we get into our free agency targets. So, I'm going to go into one that is recently broken the news. Max Strus. Streis? I have zero, and I mean this when I say this in the nicest way, zero belief that this will happen. We're going to give a monster deal to this guy. I get it. He's a younger player, but is he? He's 27 years old. Guys, Max Strus is 27 years old. He ain't a kid. Like, this is as good as he's going to be. 11 points per game for a forward after we just drafted Walker. There's absolutely no chance that we're going to do this deal. No chance. I can call it here now. There's absolutely no chance that deal happens with the Pacers. I have no belief in that. The Pacers very rarely leak things, so I think this is a completely fake story. Something to try and give Max Strus a really, really good contract. Yeah, it's not happening. Something that is going to happen, and I'm going to say this on camera as a Pacers fan, this is going to happen. We will do this signing. I think it is a 100% guarantee. I think it'll be one of the first deals done tomorrow when free agency opens. This will be one of the first deals, one of the first 5 deals that are done. Because I just have full belief that this is going to happen. The Pacers are signing Harrison Barnes. Am I happy about that? I mean, if the deal's good, if we don't commit for a really long time, he's 31. If we don't commit for a long time, and also we don't overpay, I won't hate the deal that much. Like, the reason I don't like the max deal is because of how much we'd have to pay him. Harrison Barnes, if we give like a 2-3 year deal of like 15 to 20, the Pacers have a lot of cap. We have a lot of cap to use. I think we're going to make multiple signings. I think this is going to be a really, really fun window for Pacers fans. And I'm going to be there all the way with you guys. I'm going to be there all the way. I have a feeling I'm going to be making a video about the Harrison Barnes deal very quickly. I really just do not believe that deal won't happen. It's underwhelming. I won't hate it. It's good squad depth. It's another good squad player. I won't hate it, but I'm going to be honest. It's not exciting. It's just not. There's a couple of really, really big outside things that I have seen. I've seen trade ideas. I've seen many trade ideas. I saw Dylan Brooks was linked to us. Please no, for the love of God and everything holy on this planet Earth, please do not sign Dylan Brooks. Please. I do not want to have somebody that toxic and also not very good at basketball. I would rather take Harrison Barnes or a super deal for Max Strus way before I would take him. I could see us doing a lot of very, very small deals for the bench, getting some depth because we do have a really, really young team. I don't know what we're going to do. Like, Eric Gordon is an unrestricted free agent. They're not going to keep him. Are we going to sign somebody like Eric Gordon on a very cheap deal? I wouldn't be mad if we signed like, Eric Gordon on like a 1 year, 10 mil. We have a bunch of money to spend. I wouldn't hate that. I saw Rui Hachimura. That's not going to happen. Whatever deal we give him, the Lakers are going to match it. I have zero beliefs that the Lakers are not going to match whatever deal that we give him. Cameron Johnson, he's not going to happen either. There's no chance. Whatever we give him, the Nets are going to match. Unless we pay him a stupid amount. Sadly, I could see a world where we sign D'Angelo Russell. I don't know how that would make Pacers fans feel. But to be honest with you, I would feel pretty shitty about it. I really just don't see the point in D'Angelo Russell. It just seems like a really awkward and strange deal to me. I don't know. I don't like it at all. He has not been doing well for the past few years. I would let it go. I mean, if we signed him, I would feel whelmed. I'd feel whelmed. I don't think the Pacers are going to do a huge splash. I think the trade is going to be the big one. Don't be surprised. I'm not saying it's going to happen. Do not be surprised if James Harden becomes a Pacer. I've seen weirder things in the NBA. Just don't be surprised, okay? If I genuinely call that here, I will have a celebration. Because, James Harden is a really, really good player. And it would be interesting to have him on this team. But I would actually be against it. I think James Harden on a team full of young players, unless James Harden is willing to just, not be the focal point anymore, then I would do it. But if James Harden still wants to have the ball in his hands all the time, nah. I think he showed that he doesn't have to all the time in Philadelphia, but we'd have to trade for James Harden. I would not be super surprised if we jumped into the race because we are desperate to get a veteran wing. I would be a little bit worried the trade might not happen with the Harrison Barnes because we might start Harrison Barnes in that position. But I've got to be honest with you. Nah. I feel like we'll still do it. I would be very surprised if the Pacers do not do a trade. I think the Pacers might do all their business in the first 2 days. Which would be really, really nice to get all that stuff done. Just get it finished, get it out of the way, and we can focus on our young players again. And hoping that they do really, really well. But yeah, the only thing that I am 100% sure about is Harrison Barnes is going to become a Pacer. I think that is just something that is going to happen. I cannot see it falling through. I think we're slightly going to overpay, but I don't mind it. I don't. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Who knows what the Pacers are going to do, but I think it's going to be really, really interesting. I'm going to be with you guys the entire way, making videos and talking about it, giving my thoughts, and I also want you guys to give your thoughts as well. What do you think the Pacers are going to do? Who do you think this veteran wing we've been talking about, who do you think it's going to be, and who do you think we're going to sign? Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon. Very soon.